So, hi everyone, I am Malish and in this video I'll be walking you through my project called Weather Now. By the way, this is my LinkedIn page, so where you get in contact to me. Thank you. So let's get to our project. So it's a weather application built with React powered by Open-Meteo API. My goal was to make a clean modern app that shows you essential weather details at a glance, like temperature, humidity, wind speed, visibility, and UV index. By this end of this video, I'll explain the code behind the project so you can also learn how it works. So the problem statement and the goal is like most weather apps today are either too complex or packed with ads. But sometimes we just need something simple and quick. Whether we are planning outdoor activities or just curious about conditions in another city. So the main goal was to build a lightweight and a responsive app that shows weather conditions clearly without distractions. So and the main part. So the features of and the overview are like you can search by any city around the world. It fetches live data using the OpenMeteo API. It displays temperature, wind speed, humidity, UV index, and visibility in a card layout. It has a loader spinning while fetching data. So it shows a loading spinner while fetching the data. And if a city is not found, it shows a friendly error message. So the technology stacks used are this project is built with React for the front end, CSS for styling, OpenMeteo API for weather data. So the API is free and does not require a API key, which makes integration really simple. So the project structure is the source is the main part of the project is the source folder. So the project is broken into small components. WeatherSearch.jsx handles the search bar. Weather display shows weather details. Loader displays a spinner while data is loading. Error message handles error messages. So the finally App.js brings everything together and makes API call. So this is the integration of all our components. So the code so let's get into this. And so here this app.jsx, uh, when we use state to store data, weather data, sorry, we use state to store weather data, loading state, and error messages. When a user searches, we fetch coordinations, like we fetch the latitudes, longitudes using the OpenMeteo geocoding API. Then we use those coordinates to fetch weather details like temperature, humidity, wind speed, UV index, and visibility. Finally, we update the use state and pass data down to WeatherDisplay.jsx. So this is a part of this. We'll get fetch all these things and we'll update the state and we'll send it to the weather display. Weather display. We are exporting the app to weather display. So when we go to the weather display, actually before weather display, in the weather dot search. So in weather search, we have this component is a simple input and a button. So in the weather search, it's like a search bar where we enter the city name. When you use type a city and hit enter or hit search, it calls the on search function from app.js. So from App.js, it will send the on search function. Next, weather display. So this is where weather card is rendered. So it takes the data and shows temperature, wind, humidity, UV index and visibility. I also added a small mapping of weather condition codes to human readable label. So the next is, so it shows the display. When we show the project interface, you will get understand all these things. So wind speed, humidity, UV index, so all these are displayed. Next, getting to the loader. So this is the loader part. So this is just a style CSS pinning that appears while data is fetching. So while data is fetching in the background, you observe a spinning circle, like a spinner in between, I mean in the screen. So it's just a simple spinner tool. We use this basic CSS part to show, so it attracts the users and it helps them. So finally, the error message. If the user enters an invalid city, this component shows a nice error banner. So when the city name is entered invalid or misspelled, or a city which is really does not exist, so it will show an error message in this. So let's get to this part. So we'll open the terminal. So I have already run my server. So can show you once again. So this is my root folder, and in this is the project weather now. So we enter .npm start. So it will run this server. So it will start our server searching. So it will show you two parts, like we can have a local host or a network. So local host is a means it will show the project in the local system. So with the system we are using, we'll have the live demo of our system. So the network is like it's the network. So this is your network. So it's got search, right? So this is a local host part. So we are using a port number. This 3000 is a port number we are using, and your network means, so this is the IP address of our system. So and we are using a 3000 port. So it will integrate all these things and generate a network port. So that's, so this is the favicon icon, the whether now our application. So this is the interface of our project. Let's enter a city, let's say Delhi, or let's enter Delhi. So we have entered Delhi, but see, so this is the spelling is correct. Maybe the letters are small or capital or small, but the spelling is correct. So it will enter the Delhi. Next we have, so it will show you the date and time, and the temperature and the overcast. So it will show the icon related to overcast, and we can see the wind speed, humidity, UV index and out. So if we enter something like, wait a second, Tokyo. So see Tokyo, though it's mostly clear sky. So it's showing wind speed, it's having 2.5 wind speed, and UV index is 4.3. Yeah. So in place of Tokyo, we enter Toyo. Toyo. So it's a city in Japan, and we have some X, Y, Z land. So it's some random city. So it shows that city not found. So there is no city existing. If, and now, if I type something invalid like this XYZ island, the app shows an error message. So let's get back, guys. New York. So New York, the United Kingdom. So it will show the city name and the country, the present time, present date. We can also integrate the time, present time we are searching, and That's it. So let's back. So to summarize, weather now in is a clean and fast weather app that makes checking conditions effortlessly. So it's built with React and the Open-Meteo API, and I focused on making the UI minimal, responsive, and user friendly. You can check the responsiveness of this page. So this is a normal thing, and this is the part responsive. So in the phone it will show in this part. So in phone on the small screens we can have this part of responsiveness. So even based on the responsiveness it will just adjust the part. This is the responsiveness I added. Okay, so in future I would like to add features like detecting your current location and showing weather icons for a more visual experience. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any feedback or suggestions, I would love to hear them. And if you are interested, the code is available for you. Explore the impact. So you can also check out my. So mostly I'm in another country. I'm building different apps. So this is the GitHub page. You can get access now where the code is available. You can check out full project on my GitHub. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanking you. Signing off.